Welcome back, friends, to this section of Trending Burning Question. We had Prime Minister picking up on the Congress party yesterday on the issue of Katchatheevu Island between India and Sri Lanka and its role, or the Congress party's role in ceding the territory to Sri Lanka back in 1974. Today, the row deepened with External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar in an early morning broadside on the DMK center stage the issue insofar as Tamil Nadu politics is concerned. Is it part of the aggressive Tamil Nadu push by the BJP in making it an issue about Congress's culture of overlooking India's strategic interests? Has the BJP shot two birds with a single stone? Look at the facts on this story and then I come back to discuss.
A day after Prime Minister Narendra Modi's scathing attack on Congress over handing over the Katchatheevu Island to Sri Lanka, a political war of words has erupted. Today, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar lambasted the Congress over its mega historical blunder of relinquishing the island to Sri Lanka during the Indira Gandhi-led UPA term. Listen in to how Dr. Jaishankar gave a stinging reality check to the opposition.
In 1974, India and Sri Lanka, in June 1974, concluded an agreement where they drew their maritime boundary. And in drawing the maritime boundary, Katchatheevu was put on the Sri Lankan side of the boundary. Whether it was Pandit Nehru or whether it was Indira Gandhi, this very dismissive attitude, this little rock, this small island of no importance, this was the historic Congress attitude towards Katchatheevu.
Katchatheevu Island remains a crucial hub for Tamil fishermen when Indian waters are depleted of fish. With the region now under Sri Lankan territory, the fishermen are forced to cross the international maritime borderline only to be detained by the Sri Lankan Navy. The BJP has lashed out at the Congress and the DMK over their nonchalant attitude to the Katchatheevu challenge.
किस प्रकार से भारत के एक अभिन्न अंग, एक ऐसी भूमि जो भारत और तमिल का एक हिस्सा था, उसको कंसीलमेंट, कंस्पिरेसी और कल्यूजन से कांग्रेस और डीएमके के प्रथम परिवार ने सौंप दिया थाली में.
While DMK and Congress have termed the issue another diversion tactic by the BJP.
अभी हुआ था बांग्लादेश और भारतवर्ष में वार्ता. जयशंकर जी आप विदेश मंत्री थे और प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी आप प्रधानमंत्री थे. क्या ये नहीं सही कि 7,000 एकड़ जमीन लेके आपने 17,000 भारत माता की मुख्य भूमि उनको सौंपी और पारित कराया?
The question is this: you say it is the Congress. Yes, the Congress did it. It was an historical wrong. In the last 10 years, you were here in power. What have you done? Why the BJP is evading this question?
For political parties that have come together as the Indy Alliance, looking to govern for India's development and welfare, does Katchatheevu, the island of many opportunities for fishermen, hold no significance? That is the trending burning question.
All right, joining me in this conversation, Vinita Hariharan. She's a spokesperson of the BJP. She's joining us live from Tamil Nadu. We also have Amrit Shenoy. He's leader of the Congress party, joining us live from Bengaluru in Karnataka. In a bit, we would also have Suman C. Raman. He's going to join us from Chennai. But let me begin with Mr. Shenoy first. Mr. Shenoy, it seems the BJP is going for the jugular insofar as Tamil Nadu politics is concerned. You would, of course, question the timing of this information coming out on Katchatheevu Island. But essentially what the BJP is saying is that if the DMK or even the Congress party indirectly makes an issue out of fishermen community in Tamil Nadu and the kind of harassment they face at the hands of Sri Lankan Navy, then obviously the facts have to come out. What's wrong with that, Mr. Shenoy?
The BJP is in power since 10 years. So question should be asked to the BJP what BJP government has done to protect our fishermen, what BJP has plans to protect our fishermen from Sri Lankans or anybody else. So matter is very clear that since it is an election, there are allegations about electoral bonds. There are many allegations Narendra Modi ji is facing, and BJP and Modi ji has got a fear of losing the elections. So as usual, naturally they want to distract the divert the attention of the voters from these kind of tactics. This is what I would like to comment.
You're saying voters are being diverted, or you think there is actually a possible demand on the ground that something be done about this issue? Because remember what the External Affairs Minister said today, as many as 500 boats, 1,500 plus fishermen who have been brought back because the Ministry of External Affairs intervened with Sri Lanka. So obviously there is some rumbling on the ground. It's actually an issue which concerns people there in Tamil Nadu, being a coastal state. And that's the reason why this issue is important. It's not about distracting, it's about getting facts out, Mr. Shinoy.
No, who will stop them from getting facts out? See, even respective governments in the different time period has done what is necessary to be done. So at the same manner, BJP government also handed over certain portions to Bangladesh. I just saw in your own TV channel now. So my point is, what is the issue there? Why BJP, as usual, trying to provoke people against the Congress party? BJP love to live in history, and present and future. Always they talk about Nehruji. Always they talk about Indiraji. So let us face today's burning issues. There are many issues. Why BJP government is denying there is an encroachment from China? There are so many things. International issues are there. This is a really why I would like to repeat that this is not the way should BJP play politics out of this issue.
Okay, BJP playing politics. You're saying that BJP is living in the past and not in future, but maybe BJP is using the past to target the future. Let me take this to Vinita Hariharan. She's the spokesperson of the BJP. Vinita, you heard the Congress leader give his views on why the BJP or the Modi government is now raising the issue. The question is essentially about the timing. And according to Mr. Shinoy, this is like diversionary tactic. Why you think the BJP has raised this issue now just in the midst of elections? Ms. Hariharan, you are there in Chennai, you would know better perhaps.
Yeah, see, first of all, the timing is just coincidental that it is ahead of Lok Sabha polls. We've been there in the government since 10 years, last 10 years, and there are several issues that we have raised. So everything, and every month or every, very frequently we have elections in the country. So everything that we do cannot be attributed to some election coming up. That's one. And second is about the issue being surfaced now is because we replied to the RTI query which the BJP chief Annamalai had raised, had come out with this startling facts about how actually, the island was ceded to Sri Lanka way back in 1974 and 1976. We actually gave away the fishing rights as well, which we were supposed to get the fishing rights, but that was also given away. So this is what the facts reveal. This is what the RTI query revealed. So this had to be told to the public at what was the history of the Katchatheevu Island and how important it is for India. It is not a little rock as Nehru claimed, or it is not an island of insignificance as the earlier leaders of our country have said. Because as you said, 6184 fishermen detained in the last 20 years and 1175 Indian fishing vessels seized by Sri Lanka. So it's a very, very strategically important island. It may be a small island, but it has strategic significance, economic significance, and it also impacts the fishermen in Tamil Nadu. Therefore, and this is in response to several letters that the DMK government has been writing to the center. So therefore, it is, and therefore the RTI query was raised and the reply came in, and that's how it's been made public now. And it's not that we have not taken up this issue. Since 2014 itself, Modi ji has been trying to take up this issue, and it's also there are also if you look back, Modi ji had actually requested, the Modi government had requested Supreme Court to bring back the Katchatheevu Island to our clutches. So it's not an issue which has been raised recently.
All right, according to you, it just happenstance or coincidence that the information is coming out now in the elections, and obviously BJP happens to be the beneficiary if at all this gets some resonance with those fisher folk in the coastal state of Tamil Nadu. But Sumant Raman is now on air with us. Welcome, Sumant Raman. You see,
Abhishek,
the DMK
the first time in my
shoots off
life,
memorandum
I'm seeing a
to
which says
the Modi
DMK.
government. Let me ask the question.
Please remove that.
Sorry, I'm
ridiculous
getting it
caption.
corrected. Please change it. It's not pro-DMK. Sumant Raman actually leans towards the Congress party, but you can of course give us the DMK view since you are joining us from
Just
Chennai,
say
Sumant
political
Raman.
analyst. It's
But
much simpler.
my question is, if political analyst leans towards the Congress party, I would put it political analyst. Okay. Amay, please put the band above Sumant Raman as political analyst. Okay. Sumant Raman, the question is that DMK gives a memorandum to the central government in 2021, repeats it in 2022. The chief minister personally takes up the matter with the prime minister and specifically underscores the imperatives of getting back the island from Sri Lanka. So obviously, if these kind of facts come out, which clearly show that the DMK was a party to the consultations, which ultimately led to the decision of Katchatheevu going to Sri Lanka, then you should face the politics at the part of it also. I mean, if these facts are real and speak for themselves, then DMK has to defend itself. Stalin has to defend what his father Karunanidhi did.
Yeah, Abhishek, you said going to Sri Lanka, island going to Sri Lanka. Where did it go to Sri Lanka from? So, first question is, please produce the
From India.
document to show that Katchatheevu was a part of India. That is the first step. Because the government of India very clearly, when Mrs. Gandhi signed the agreement, very categorically said, Katchatheevu, the actual position of sovereignty on Katchatheevu has not been determined. Like it was not determined for the Wedge Bank with which Katchatheevu was exchanged. So let's be very clear. If the BJP, if Mr. Jaishankar, in 2015 as Foreign Secretary, his own ministry has given an RTI reply where they have categorically stated India did not cede any territory as part of the 74 agreement. Now, which Mr. Jaishankar is telling the truth? You have to find out. Is Mr. Jaishankar of 2015 telling the truth or Jaishankar of 2024 telling the truth? Both are directly contradictory. Please ask him. Ask him.
You see, I have seen that answer given in the Lok Sabha or Raj Sabha,
saying that no territory was ceded by India.
No, it's not a false reply. It was also stating of facts.
The ownership of Katchatheevu was not determined then when the international maritime boundary line was being drawn up. So which one is true? You guys have to make up your mind.
Sumant Raman.
And Mukul Rohatgi goes to
I tell you what.
And says there is no way we can get Katchatheevu back as Attorney General. So what is this kind of drama? In any case, it is going to
obviously we can't get it back because it has been given to Sri Lanka and you spoil a beautiful relationship if you do that now. But the point is, because you asked, let me put the facts across. You see, the difference between 2015 and 2024 is that 2015 was a statement of fact before the parliament. 2024 is an RTI with a political spin now coming in. Okay?
Exactly.
2015, 2014, 2024, the facts so far as ceding Katchatheevu to Sri Lanka is concerned is not different. It's only the political spin. It's only the political spin. And as External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar said, Sumant Raman, that it's not who gave the island, it's about who's hiding the fact of who gave the island. That's the question. So obviously there is a political
It has never been
spin to
hidden.
it,
It
and
has
that's what
never
we are
been hidden.
discussing. So I mean, DMK
It has
can be
never
really
been hidden.
DMK when
This
it
is why
says
the
that okay,
DMK
fine,
has
we
been
want the island
defensive
back now.
for the last 40 years.
Should acknowledge that they were party to the decision of giving the island to Sri Lanka.
If something does not belong to me, how can I give it to somebody else? What is this absurdity, Abhishek? I have to own something to give it to you, no, Abhishek?
If something does not belong to you,
Can I
how do
give
you take it
something
back?
which does not belong to me.
That's
in the
what
first place?
DMK says.
No,
Then
no,
how do you take it
DMK
back?
does not say it. DMK says that Katchatheevu attempts must be
DMK has
made to
given
get
memorandum
back
to the
Katchatheevu.
memoranda to the
Katchatheevu was
central government that
historically
please
part of the Raja
get
of
the
Rama's,
island back.
kingdom.
In so many words,
After
the
that, at the
imperatives
time of
of
independence,
getting
its
the island back
sovereignty
are
was not
huge.
determined. Abhishek, after independence, the sovereignty of
That's
the
a dangerous
island
argument, by
was
the way,
not
Sumant Raman. Do you recall?
determined.
But let me
God's sake,
get
it is a 1.2
Vinita to
square
respond to you. Then I tell you why
area.
the argument is very dangerous.
300
Vinita, would you
acres.
respond to Sumant Raman? He's saying that since
Abhishek,
the ownership of
300 acres,
Katchatheevu
1.1
Island was not
square
determined at the time when
area.
it was given to Sri Lanka, it's okay.
No, this is absolutely spinning the facts as is always done, although he calls himself an analyst, but which is the side that he represents, the DMK or the Congress, because everything is one big, one big collusion now, the India alliance. So we don't know who belongs to where. So we leave that aside. But, the fact that when you look at the RTI, the clarifications given to the RTI is very clearly stated in black and white as about Nehru's stand on it and how it was ceded. And now you're questioning the very fact that whether it
Madam,
ever belonged to
please
India.
tell
I mean,
us
that
where
itself
it
is
says it was
completely
Indian territory.
ridiculous an argument
Please
to
give
even
that
counter.
evidence.
So I don't think we should even talk about that. And, we cannot just completely twist and manipulate facts as this. And so why are we even talking about getting it back then if it never belonged to us in the first
You are
place,
allowed
as
to
you said?
manipulate facts.
So I think this argument is completely, I would say it doesn't deserve a counter at all. So the fact
Because
is
you don't
we
have
need to
any.
get that island back. We need to know because you don't have any argument. You question the very foundation of the argument
Madam,
itself.
please give us
why are we
the
talking about
document
getting it back?
showing
Why are we
Katchatheevu as
talking
Indian
about getting
territory,
it back
which
if
was
it
given
never
away.
belonged to us? So
Are you accusing your own foreign minister of
Okay,
having
hold on.
told a lie?
Okay, hold on.
Are you saying that he lied?
Back and to protect the fishermen and
Hold on.
to give the economic rights and the fishing rights back
Is
to
she
the fishermen
accusing Dr.
of Tamil
Jaishankar
Nadu.
of
So
telling a
that's
lie?
the issue now. Okay, so I have never accused you. Were the one who accused.
No, Sumant Raman, don't spin it
or
around.
You pointed fingers at the external.
No, Abhishek, she's not answered a single question. She has not
So I don't need to
answered
answer this kind
where
of a
is the
nonsensical
document
Okay, let
which
me
shows
put-
Katchatheevu
I
as
need to
sovereign
answer
Indian
this argument
territory
at
that
all
was
because
given
there is
away.
No, hold on.
Please show
Sumant
that
Raman, hold
document.
on. Yours is a very dangerous argument. Sumant Raman, hold on. Sumant Raman,
Show
hold
the
on. Let me
document.
get in. But I'll ask a tough question to her also. But your argument is very dangerous, Sumant Raman. You are saying that since the
Why is it
ownership was not determined, we can't say it does not matter,
I am
etc.
not saying that.
This is a
Government
bit of
of India
whataboutery,
said
but I'll
it.
come to that later.
I am not saying
Vinita
it. Mr.
Hariharan.
Jaishankar-
Hold on, Vinita
Mr.
Hariharan.
Jaishankar as
My
Foreign
question is,
Secretary
there
has
is
said
obviously some politics to the timing of this issue coming out. The BJP has pulled all stops to make sure that they make inroads electorally in Tamil Nadu. The fact that the RTI application was filed by the DMK chief, beg your pardon, the BJP chief of Tamil Nadu, K. Annamalai. So why not BJP also owns up that, okay, fine, we are just getting in some politics on an issue on which the DMK happens to be on a weak wicket. Just admit and then, take it to the electorate with that spin.
Absolutely not. This is absolutely not. It's devoid of politics because it is Mr. Jaishankar speaking. He's the external affairs, he continues to be the external affairs minister, and he's responsible for this international borders and the maritime borders. He has a responsibility to answer this and tell the public as to what exactly happened in history and how we're going to be looking at how we can even get it back. And this was way back in 2014 that the Modi government had taken up these issues. It was not just yesterday or today. So whatever happens now, if you are going to attribute it to an election coming up, I think that's completely a narrative which is, is cliched now, because election comes up every month or so in India. The frequency of elections is
India
very,
taken
very,
this up with Sri
you know
Lanka?
how frequent elections are. So everything that the BJP government does, either at the center or in any state, is attributed to an election coming up. So I think that's not the way
Has India
governance
taken
is
this
done.
up with
So
the government of Sri
let the
Lanka?
ministers do their governance, and let us not attribute every act of a minister to an election coming up. I think that's completely wrong, and that's completely a narrative which is not aligned with nation building. And what the BJP
Okay, look
and
at-
the NDA government believes is the nation building and protecting the interests of our fishermen.
Okay, Mr. Shinoy, the External Affairs Minister also brought under focus through this information another aspect which connects with your party, which is that from Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru to Indira Gandhi to Rajiv Gandhi to A.K. Antony, there has been a very distressing and deep lack of strategic thinking. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru from Kashmir to the Katchatheevu Islands via Coco Islands, Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir, Indira Gandhi in this case Katchatheevu Island, and then we have that same culture percolating down to every levels of the Congress party. So I think what the External Affairs Minister was saying was that there is a lot of mess that this nation is facing and has to mop up, clean up, which has been left or is a legacy of the Congress party.
I would like to ask a simple question to my counterpart, BJP spokesperson here. See, she was telling, and all the BJP leaders are telling that our fishermen are being harassed, caught, died, or so many things. Government responsibility and duty of the government was to go deep into the matter all these years. What was the history? Who that island? It was about the whose right is on that island, and now what can be done to take it back? All these years, government was silent. Why this RTI is required to trace the facts?
No, you're dodging the question that I asked, Mr. Shinoy.
Nothing to be hidden there. History is history. Facts are facts. The problem with the present government is just to hide their present failures. They speak a lot about the past. They speak from the Jawaharlal Nehru to Indira Gandhi.
No. I think I asked a different question, Mr. Shinoy. I asked a different question. Mr. Shinoy. My question was that the External Affairs Minister, from his vantage, was also indicating towards the complete absence of strategic understanding and thinking in the Congress leadership from Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru onwards, and that's we have seen it panning out in the case of Indira Gandhi vis-a-vis the manner in which post her victory she treated the Pakistanis. I think even that showed a bit of lack of strategic understanding in terms of implications of your actions. I think there seems to be some problem. The Gandhi Nehrus, they always thought that, oh, okay, let's be magnanimous at the expense of the country, right? Let's be large-hearted at the expense of the country. We be large-hearted and earn brownie points around the world as statesmen while the nation pays the price. From Ladakh to Kashmir to Katchatheevu Islands.
See, BJP is voted to power since 10 years. Rather than alleging our Congress leaders, past prime ministers, and talking about history, BJP should go to the people when seeking new mandate. They should say what they have done in last 10 years. Not
BJP obviously is going to the people, Mr. Shinoy, and it seems that this has the potential. Sumant Raman, you would admit with me, this has the potential of disturbing the apple cart insofar as Tamil Nadu politics goes, and the reason is that the BJP is making an aggressive push down south, and it seems, thank you so much, Mr. Shinoy and Mr. Sumant Raman and Vinita Hariharan for joining us. It seems that the BJP is pulling out all stops to make sure that its presence is felt in Tamil Nadu politics this time around. Katchatheevu Island issue, though of course at some level it also brings out certain facts of history, but as of now seems more like another one in the hands of the BJP to make inroads down south. On that note, thank you so much, friends. Short break. Arnab Goswami is back with the debate on the other side.